Now, Lori, she has over 35 years of leadership experience as a travel professional. She has supported over 3,500 travel professionals, and she's been with Extreme Travel since 2005. Under her guidance, Extreme Travel has become a top producer for established cruise lines, and since 2007, the agency has been among the Travel Savers' top 40 travel agencies in the world. She's sought after to participate on industry panels. She's a part of CLIA, Carnival Travel Advisory Board, the Royal Caribbean Executive Forum, Norwegian's President Symposium, and so many more, too many to talk about. But here's the deal. She also testifies at the state Senate, and Mr. David Manning has testified at Congress in Washington, D.C. They are called upon in the industry as some of the leading professionals in their field. So with that, I want to turn it over to...
Hold on. I just got to say this too, Mark.
What?
She just got another mind-blowing acknowledgement and accolade that we can't even talk about until it's actually announced publicly. But she just received it, and she was telling me about it yesterday, and I practically fell out of my chair. When we tell everybody about this latest accolade, if they don't know that Lori Speers and Extreme Travel are the real deal, I don't know what to tell them.
Okay.
I'm going to take you on a little journey in iGo. First, we're going to put these on, and I'm going to act like you are right next to me. Do you see my screen?
Yes.
Do you see the iGo screen? Good.
Yes, we do.
It's going to be like you're sitting right next to me, and I'm going to go over a few topics today, hoping that I have good internet. Yeah. Okay. These topics I'm going to go over hotels. That's on every platform, both coach, business class, and first class. But then we're going to go over a couple others that are only in first class. So I'll allow 2 minutes for everybody to go upgrade. No, I'm kidding, but you should. Okay, pretend like you're sitting next to me, and we're going to do a quick little training. Some of you, I'm sure all of you, hopefully know about the hotel section. I'm just going to do a little demo and go over a few more. I always like to do New York City. Oh, and Tigre, you almost slipped on the award thing. You had me over here cringing.
Don't say it, T. Don't say it.
I was doing that. Okay, so we're going to go New Year's Eve to New York City. Let's go, right? Let's all go. The reason I'm picking New Year's Eve is I want you to see savings are also during peak times. And I know many of you have already been here, but I want to tell you my personal experience. I book all my hotels here. When I went to Venice, Italy, when I was in Barcelona, when I was in Mykonos, Greece, even when I go to Tulsa, Oklahoma, and stay at the Marriott. And the reason is this platform is lower than my travel agent rates or any of my colleagues' travel agent rates. I have many colleagues in the industry that want me to send them a boomerang just so they can have this platform to book their hotels. One time, one of them came and sat, and she said, I made a special visit just to come over here. Will you book my hotel on that platform thing you have? I said, better than that, I'm going to send you one so you can book it. Sometimes they've even become members. So this is a powerful tool we have. Right here, New Year's Eve, we're saving 41% at the Towers at Lot New York Palace. They keep on going down. Now, one of the things I want to point out to you is where you find your savings. There's a couple places. Here's compare prices. So 1764 and all these other sites are nearly $3,000, $2,966. Price includes tax, price includes tax. There's also a bar over here that shows you the rates retail per the different Expedia, Travelocity, hotels, Orbitz, cheap tickets, Hotwire. So there's two places you get to see these savings. Just wanted to point that out to you because a lot of people don't realize that. We do get asked a lot why this isn't shown on the customer site, and there are reasons for that. It's a public facing, but that doesn't mean anything that isn't today can't still happen later. We are always approving our product. So this hotel feature is pretty easy, self-explanatory, but have you ever clicked here? Have you ever clicked here to use your reward credits? I don't have very many, and that's because I use my credits. I use them every time they get in there. I'm so bad. It's kind of what I do with money too. It's a problem I have. But here's the reward way to book your hotel. You click right here under reward credits and search, and now they're going to bring up the hotels with the reward credits and how you can use them. And fun fact, you can use reward credits, and if you don't have enough credits at checkout, you can pay the difference with cash. So don't get scared if this looks like that's a lot of points. And it tells you kind of what the price is. This is my trick too. If you click here, this is still showing you the dollars, and over here as well. But if I want to select a room and check out, and I'm going to pay some of it in cash and some of it with my points, it allows you to do that. So that's just a fun fact to know. A lot of people get scared away here. That's why I use up all my points. I'm looking right now going, oh my gosh, I'm so going to use this. Like the next hotel I book, I like to take advantage of anything I get for free.
That's super cool. I didn't know you could do that. I didn't know that you could use your points and dollars. This is good.
Yeah. Yes, at checkout. Good. So ding, one learned thing today. I'm hoping there's more, because hotels is something people play in already a lot, but there's a lot of chances to still get more knowledge. It's something else over here. I use this a lot. Sometimes I feel a little bougie. I want, what's the most expensive hotel? Because usually that's also the highest rating hotel. And look at which one it was. It was also happens to also be the one that had the most savings. That's awesome. That is amazing. That's the highest rated hotel, and we have 41% savings. That doesn't always happen that way. Look at the Ritz-Carlton at 29% savings. This is fabulous. What if I say, oh no, I really don't want to use my points? I click over here and it takes me back to money, so I can actually see the money. So right here are a lot of neat things. Also, I just want the biggest percent savings. And this is where I tell everybody to start at. Because let's say I really want to stay someplace else. I always like to stay at the Sheraton or one of those, but I think I'm going to go here because I get a higher percentage savings. And then you can also do lowest price, highest price. And the other one I use a lot is the hotel name. I know exactly where I want to stay. I put in the name here. It populates already for me what they have. And you know, New York City, they have everything, a bunch of them. So I really do like the Westin at Times Square, because let's say I want to go to Times Square. So I click that and it brings exactly up that hotel. Again, 15% savings shown on this one, but it's still, that's a big savings. I'm saving $300. So let's not forget what we have here. Now, if you want to filter by location, a particular area, points of interest, you can go down here. I use this a lot. I know I want to be in Long Island. I know I want to be Staten Island, Queens. I pick these up right here, and then those hotels will only filter for those hotels. So this is going a little deeper into a little hotel education, but I want to move on because I have so much to talk about. Hotels is offered again on every one of your platforms. So that's good. But I'm going to talk about some now that aren't. That the reason you want to upgrade, there's many reasons, but I'm just going to give you a couple today. We have a new feature called Homes. Before I go to Homes, and maybe it's not, you think it's not new, but it's new, and I'm going to tell you why. And then we have weeks. I want to go into your weeks. And then we have a new one under lifestyle called luxury residence. This is what I'm going to cover today. One more thing about the hotels is I'm working very hard on getting an all-inclusive tab here so you could distinguish the difference between hotels that are all-inclusive and those that are not. And that really rings true when you're looking for Cancun, Mexico. So that'll be a big deal, and it's coming. I was just notified yesterday that I don't have an exact TA, but it's coming. So now let's go to weeks, because weeks are kind of like hotels, but better. And let me tell you how. First of all, you can go in here for your destination. And we're going to pick, I mean, look at all the destinations, and they're highlighted in red by country, so you can easily find them. I'm going to pick Cancun, Playa, and Cozumel. Notice it does all three. And the date this time, we just picked one date, not the in and out date, because all the weeks are for 7 nights. You don't have to stay all 7. You can actually check out early, but the price covers 7 nights regardless. And so I'm going to pick, let's see, I wanted to pick October 19th and hit search. I have it on money, not reward credits, but notice I could use my reward credits here as well. And I have. Okay, now this is listed a little differently with these squares, and there's always changes going on, and this may change again. This used to have an all-inclusive tab and not all-inclusive. The all-inclusive tab is definitely coming back. They removed it for a test trial, and the test failed, and I roared, and it is going to be returned. Now you still have
I love
price
that the
range.
travel goddess has a magic wand that makes stuff reappear.
Yeah, I waved my magic wand. I think I do have one of those sometimes. My husband thinks I do. Here's your price range. You can narrow it down what price range you want these to come in at. You can filter by area, because remember, this did say Cancun, Playa, or Cozumel. I only want Cancun. Isla Mujeres. Or you can sort by prices again, or resort name. Use your filters. That way you're using your product to its maximum. I happen to know there's one over here I like already. This Coral Princess Hotel and Dive Resort. It's a 5-star. Okay, take a look at this. $219 USD. Don't be shocked and think, oh, $200 a night. No, look right underneath. It averages out to $31 average a night, because that $219 is for the entire 7-night stay. This is my favorite reason why you should upgrade our weeks. These are amazing. This is also a hotel that you would find under hotels. It's a normal resort that I book all the time as a travel agent. The difference is they allow some rooms to be sold discounted at weeks for our travel provider, and on your iGo platform is what matters. Now, I clicked on that hotel to read more. Which weeks? Well, there's 2 separate weeks, and they're $219 a night. It tells you where it's located. Actually, the diving is really big in Cozumel, and this is a big dive resort. And then it shows you pictures of the property. It sleeps 2 for that, but sometimes you can find some that sleep more. Always read the description and always read the reviews. You should always read the reviews, anything you do, and it's all provided for you right here. Here, 80 reviews on your platform. These weeks are amazing. I love them. And if you want to, you can even sort by high to low. Okay, now we're going to get the most expensive. But let me tell you something. I know these properties. I know the Hyatt Zilara Cancun. It's amazing. I would put anybody there. And this one is all inclusive. And it's $24.20 for 7 nights, an average of $346 a night. This is on the high end. That is still extremely discounted. Moon Palace, $311 a night, $21.80 for 2 people, 7 nights. That's really good. Now, these are high-end 5-star resorts. The Royal Playa del Carmen, I know some of you have stayed there, or the Palladium. These are amazing resorts. And still, I've got the high side, and it's still $1,800 for 2 people, all inclusive. And you can keep going down. You can go to page 2, and you can still see great, great hotels. Here's a Barcelona Palace. We've taken 500 people here before, all inclusive, absolutely gorgeous, $1,286 for 7 nights for 2 people. So look at what you have at your fingertips. Excellent savings. And don't forget, we could use our reward credits to pay for this other than just using the dollars. Now you can go along. Let's say I could go high to low, but remember I have this price range. Let's say I just want to look at medium, because sometimes that's just the kind of vacation I take, is a medium vacation. Sometimes when I have to bring children or something like that. But here's your weeks. I didn't want to take too much time on it because I have more to talk about. I think you all know a lot about the weeks. Just read them over good, and trust me, read the description good to see if all-inclusive is included or if it's not included, because if it's not included, then you need to pay an additional fee for all-inclusive while you're there. And remember, you can always click support up here and contact. I'm going to go over this real quick. If you hit support, you can contact the call support. You can contact the reservations if you have a question, if your resort is all-inclusive or not, and they can answer that question for you. Before you book, if it doesn't say it clearly, I highly recommend that you check and never assume. Until I have my tab there, which should be coming real soon, that will actually show you for sure all-inclusive and not all-inclusive. It's all the way we use our platform to get the most out of it, and we always want to make sure we're doing things to get the most out of it.
Hey, Lori.
So now I want to tell you about homes.
Lori,
yes.
I want to let you know, somebody on here on the chat said, you know what? I'm upgrading right now.
Yay!
Oh, yeah, look at that.
See there? Yeah. I can talk while you're doing it, believe me.
That is so awesome.
That is so awesome. And I haven't even shown you the rest yet. So maybe we'll get more. I would love to know everyone who's upgraded today during this session, because this stuff is here for you to get the most out of this platform. This is a platform that's priceless to me, and I believe in it so much, and the things and the value and what you're getting. We should all have 500 customers, and for you as the member, even getting it deeply discounted and having the ability with ibüümerang to send this out free and then also make money back from it, it even gave it more value besides the value it already had. You've got to see that, because it's amazing. It's what makes us #just different for sure. Absolutely. Okay, I'm not going to do that again.
Oh,
okay, now under home.
What you do. And someone in the chat said that you are our fairy travel godmother. And
oh, I love that.
The things that you make happen are just incredible. We love you.
Oh, I love that. And I'm open to suggestions that you may have for your platform too. You can hit me up on Facebook. You can email me, lori@extremetravel.com, because it's because of those of you using it the most, and it's because I use it practically every day, that we find out how to improve it. And that's what it's all about. Now, it's hard for me to add hotels to it. I get a lot of requests for that. There's a long process for that, and that's not an easy thing to do. So don't expect when you send something over, I'll add my hotel, or my friend has a house, can they get on this? Because it's a long process that sometimes can take a year before that could happen. And it's really in the products department, not mine. And it may not be something that's easily done. But on things like add an all-inclusive button, so my search is a little easier, absolutely let me know. Okay, I don't know how many of you ever rent homes, but I'm going to tell you a story that I do. Almost every year, we rent a home in Belize, and it is an amazing experience. Very different than anything else like going to a resort. It's also a different experience, okay? You are not going to have all the amenities at a resort. You're at a home. Also, something that we like to do is we rent a house in Belize. We've offered to do for all 4 of our boys with their wives and their children. And we pay for it. They just have to get their airfare there. And one of the places I always went, and people ask this question all the time, about VRBO or Airbnb. If you haven't heard of them, it's okay, because guess what? You got it right here under homes now. This is your very own Airbnb place or VRBO. Let me just show you. I'm going to pull up where I go every year, not the exact house because that's private, but I go to Amber Keys Key, Belize. Unbelievable. Oh my gosh, it's unbelievable. And you need to do it if you haven't. It's a different way of vacationing. It's very relaxing. Okay, you can put your in and out dates. You can put how many guests you want. Let's crank that up because we like to bring 4 couples with us and we have so much fun. It's unbelievable. It's the first time when you stay in a home like this, especially in Belize, you really will unplug, and it's very, very healthy. So here's our houses. Now here's 3-bedroom, 2-bath. 2 bedrooms. Some of them are condos, some of them are homes. Some of them, like what we do, is a home with a pool in the backyard. And in Belize, each house has a deck like this with their own little pier. And this is exactly what it looks like out your window every day. It's unbelievable. Some houses are more expensive than others. Do you want to like island it like this, which is going to be a little different decor? But how beautiful is this? So you wake up in the morning, we have a service come in and they give us all our provisions. I mean, beer, bacon, eggs, everything. A little guy walks down every day. Look at the patio. I actually have stayed at this house. And a little guy comes down and cuts coconuts right there in front of you, makes sliced up coconut for you so you can add it to your pina coladas that you're making all day long while sitting in the pool. So it's just an excellent experience. You get a golf cart, you ride into town. I have taken this exact picture with my camera. It's just, look at that. There's the house, there's the pool, there's the beach, and that's what you rent right there. That's your house. It has a swim up bar. Is this amazing or what? It's $4,190, but this is for 8 guests. So this is 4 couples in a house with this, your own kayaks. You go out every day kayaking. Like I said, it's $300 a night. It breaks it down up here. These bikes are right here for you. Plus you get a golf cart that you drive into town every day. It is just a different way to vacation, and it's amazing. And it's at your fingertips. You have an iGo account and now you get this. And this is a little bamboo-y. I like this type, as a matter of fact. I turn into this total like hippie chick when I go here that you wouldn't even recognize. So I like it to be a little like this. I walk down the beach and there's masseuse right there on the beach. Every day I had a massage. So right there on the beach. So it's just a little different. Now that's one house. They have several others. They go up in price, of course, and they go up in, Belize just has a little bit of a casual feel, but they go up in price. And here's one that's $1,400 a night if you want to go like that. And they go in different style. You'll see, even still, this one has the little of the Caribbean vibe to it, even at that higher price. But this is just where I go to look at your house. Look at your house. This is your house. This is a 7-bedroom villa. This is something like we would get when we take all of our kids, and it's $12,000, and that's what we were expecting to do. We were expecting to spend between $10,000 and $12,000 to take our kids in this house where we all spend a week together. And then 2 of my daughter-in-laws went and got pregnant, but whatever. It's another year before that happens. Now, I just showed you the homes in my favorite place, but there's other homes, and I'm having a little bit of a internet issue. Just a moment. Okay. There's other places. Let's not forget about Cabo. Cabo is a little bit higher end things. You'll see houses there maybe be a little more expensive, but you'll see them also with a little more flair and modernness. And again, you'll see all types. Here you'll have a condo at $128 a night. Here's one at Breathless Cabo. So this is actually a resort as well, all inclusive, that you can also rent one of their condos. And then you'll have, here's a penthouse, many different houses, different descriptions. And it's just fun to go through and see, look at, there's 11 pages here. So you get to find the one that really best meets your specifications. Let's say you want to go way out. Here's a 7-bedroom ocean view villa in Pettigrell in Cabo, which is a really nice area. So, I mean, very high end. So I'm sure this is also going to be very high end. Look at that.
Oh my.
You want to stay there? Isn't that gorgeous? Pettigrell is such a good area in Cancun. This is beautiful. Look at here, your pool overlooking the beach. I mean, this one's a little on the high end, but let's say you're doing a bachelorette party. Let's say you're doing a bachelor's party. Oh, look at this up here on the balcony. Let's say you just want to do an event, because this can sleep so many. I mean, and you could do so much. These are at your fingertips. These are in your iGo platform. And like I said, the fun thing about it is searching through all of them and looking at all the different options and all the different ones that you have and all the different things that you can do. Again, there's, I thought 11 pages. Let's keep going. Look at how many pages of houses you have just in Cabo. So you can really spend some time in here to get exactly the price you want. Look at this beautiful one right here, $145 a night. Like I said,
I'm having a hard time staying on flight school right now.
Am I going over on my time?
No, I'm ready.
You're
to go
already
to the
in
airport.
Cabo?
Get out of here. As a matter of fact, Lori, I just packed my bag so that I can go. See, look, I haven't had my swim trunks in here. So I'm gonna leave you guys and go to one of these places that Lori's showing you right now.
All right, then I'm doing my job well. That's all I got to say. I get so passionate about travel that it will come across, and it's why I can't stay home. I always say, oh, I'm so tired, I want to stay home, but then I can't. And when I do get the opportunity to stay home, I don't, because it's in my blood. And now all of you being part of ibüümerang and travel and having the access to everything on this iGo platform, it's going to be in your blood too, if it's not already. So those are our homes. They range from 100-something a night, and you can find some luxury ones in there too. They're a little different than weeks, because these are usually condos and at resorts. These are actually homes, so you have to read the description. It's a little different. Like I said, there's no maid service sometimes. Sometimes she'll come once a week. Our little house in Belize, she comes in, I think, once a week, or if we needed towels. But we have to make a phone call for that to happen. You are at a house standalone. Now, there's one more I'm going to go over, because I don't want to take too much of flight school time. And that's been moved. Homes is just the homes of many variety. There was a feature that you'll find now under lifestyle. Again, only something if you're in the first class. And there's a lot of things down here, and every flight school I get on, I'll go over different things. But today we're going to talk about the luxury residence. Okay, it sounds like a home, right? It is, but let me tell you what makes it a little different. The luxury residence is a home experience, but see, personal host included. This is huge. Let me tell you what that means. 90 days prior to your arrival, your destination host reaches out to you, introduces themselves, and arranges anything you request. They'll educate you about the home, they'll answer any questions, and then some costs may be at service, but they could set up tours, they could set up a cook to be at your house the whole time. If you don't want to do any cooking, they can set up anything that you need around in the area. They're your personal host, and they are just for you. And sometimes they go way over and above. I've had one of these before that set up, there was a particular rum we were looking for. He went in town and was relentless until he got this particular rum that we wanted. It was made with sugar cane. It's just different. There's tours. We said, yeah, we've gone in, we've done that tour before, where you tubed, you know, through it, but we want to do it a little different this time. He said, let me get it where they're going to escort you all the way, give you everything you need. So these are amazing. This is a different experience still again. and they're all over the place. I mean, I'm just going to pull up this one in Cabo again. The homes, I want to let you know something. The homes and these residents are really big in Florida. If you ever want to do a Miami bachelorette or bachelor party or just a little party, definitely go look under your homes and definitely under these luxury. You'll see the luxury. You'll see it looks a little more luxury than the homes did, right? These are called your resident luxury homes. They'll go into more of a description, tell you more about what they include, and remember, you always have your personal host. So this may be an experience that you want to do. I mean, look at this bathroom. Looked a little different than the other bathrooms, right? And you know what you like. You know what you want this particular trip to be like, and if this is what you want over something at the home section. I would be looking through both, honestly, because oh, I got on weak, sorry. I would be looking at both, honestly, because I want to compare them and I want to see which one works best for me. A lot of them on this one too, you'll see, like this Lake Tahoe. I don't know how many people have been to Lake Tahoe. It's absolutely beautiful. They're going to have some more places here that aren't just destinations. Like I looked at this one actually because I want to do a girls trip. I started getting hooked in here. I'm already planning a trip I didn't even know I wanted. But this particular house just really, well, maybe this wasn't the one. I really like the one I was looking at was on Destin Beach. This one's, it's in Destin, but not on the beach. And this one has 5 bedrooms. But do you know how much fun you could have at one of these houses with your own private little butler and somebody just making it special for you the whole time you're there? I mean, it's a little bit like the homes, except for this personal host, and they've all been qualified to be in the luxury category. So you won't have to guess if it's luxury. Like on other homes, you want to look through everything and make sure what it looks like. As you saw, every picture I've pulled up in this category, there's no question, right? You're not going to be disappointed. It's all very luxury. Wouldn't this be beautiful with the fireplace and Lake Tahoe? Just absolutely beautiful. And again, on this one, you put your prices here. You put in your, oh, and this is another thing. I'm glad I selected this one. Only the dates that are in black are available. So sometimes these are a little hard to get available. So you have to look at availability real good. Here's a week in February, or you don't even have to do a whole week on this, you see. And then you say, how many adults do I want in there? And then you check pricing. So this is a little different. It's going to be based on pricing, number of nights, and it's giving you, along with being luxury, as you could tell every picture was, the price is luxury too, but you're getting pampered. This one's actually located at the Ritz-Carlton. So that'll give you an idea of the scale of luxury that it is. If you don't know, Ritz-Carlton puts everything at the next level. So when you go look under your luxury residence, they're all going to be luxury and they're all going to be like this. And that used to be what the homes were like. Now the homes, I pulled up several that you saw, weren't all in this price range, but aren't going to have this kind of a bathroom. And so know what you're looking at, know what you want. But look at the coolest thing is you get all this inventory. All this is offered to you from hotels, 2 weeks, to lifestyle residencies, to homes. It's everything. That's just 4 little things I talked about today on your wonderful iGo platform that you get to have. And we'll have more talks with more things. And I hope that everyone found this educational today and you got to see some of the different things that was offered on here. We'll go over more later. Each one of these I can talk about for a long time. So I want to turn this back over so they can get busy on their other things and more training. and we can enjoy flight school like I've been today. And thank you very much for having me.
Lori, the travel goddess. Thank you so much. Thank you.
You are so welcome. Now, how do I turn this back over to you?
I found a way to just go ahead and do it. And Lori, you were like totally killing me. Like it was taking everything for me to not just log into my iGo and book a trip for like this very moment.
Yeah.
Well, then get on it. Go do it right now. I think everybody should.
So here's what we're going to be doing. We're going to have Lori on a regular basis on the dates that she's available. She sent me all her dates that she's available to train.
Yes.
And we're going to have her back again because this is our product. It's fantastic. And I know that the chats were lighting up, Lori. They're like, oh my gosh, I didn't know that. Oh, wow, this is cool.
Oh,
so
good.
anyways, fantastic training. And again, we're going to have Lori back. So you know what? And that's one thing I want to say. You never know who we're going to have on flight school.